everybody, this is BKC back in Planet Explorers. I've been having trouble with the monorail. I widened the tunnel out a couple more blocks wider. I still can't get past this one little point. Until I can get past this one point, I don't see any purpose in digging any further, because I can only really place 2 of these, and then it just says obstacle in the way no matter what I do. I thought maybe it was trees, so I went above the mountain right here and I chopped all the trees down, and I still just cannot get past this one little point. I don't know if it's this hole right here. I don't know if I got to go more out, but I mean I moved this wall a couple and redug all this out, and I still, no matter what I do, I can't get it to link up. It either says joint out, obstacle in between joint, or out of range. So I pretty much screwed until I can figure out what to do here. I did make some changes to the base. During the alien attacks, I get massive damage to my base, and the problem is that I think the aliens just spawn out of thin air, because I hear the ones off in the distance outside the shield, but it seems like a group spawns out of thin air, and they were underneath my base. And since the game doesn't have crouch or anything like that, if the bottom of your base is like, not as tall as your character, you can't get under there to get them out of there. So what I was having was a small group just spawning in underneath my my base. Basically, I would get some on the other side and some on this side, and I mean the floor is like right here, and you just couldn't get to them. So the NPCs were just stuck with their heads against the floor, couldn't get out of them. So what I did is I went around and kind of skirted it. Hopefully they won't spawn underneath, because if they do spawn underneath the base, I really don't even see a point of having a base if they can just spawn inside of it. So I did that. On the assembly car, I just kind of put some legs on it, just to give it a little, and then I went and mined some silver for some thinking about putting a roof on here. Some of these buildings made out of silver, and I don't really think they say I find it hard to get back in here and dig that tunnel if I can't make any progress. I kind of been spending all my time in the editor. I ran out of resin, and so I went back to the planes, and since I recycled my car, I didn't have nothing to travel by ground, so I built this little motorcycle. And I've been playing around with motorcycle designs, and I kind of find this quad kind of to be a kick in the pants, because the 2 front wheels give it lots of stability. I don't really like the motorcycles too much, that when you turn, they lean. And I don't know if it's everybody's machine or just mine. I find they lay over too much. They don't have like a smooth turn. I just don't like the lean on them too much. But if you make them 4-wheeled or 3-wheeled, they handle a lot better. And one of my favorite designs on Planet ISO Explorers is just the little quad bikes. They handle really, really, really well, and they're actually very, very, very good handling. So, but I just wanted to get my own design, so I ended up with this. And kind of what I did was like a swing arm, a long swing arm for kind of like a hill climbing bike, and I basically used the engine as the body, and then I just stuck the motorcycle seat on top, and made it out of aluminum. It's not very high durability. I think it's only like 2,000 durability. That's kind of the only problem I have with it. I'll probably throw it in the enhanced machine, because with 3 fuel cells on there, and how fast it goes, I mean, it can cross the plane in about less than a minute, and it jumps really well. It's very stable, and I tried to pack as much aluminum into it as possible. The only thing I could possibly do is hide the engine and fill the engine area up with aluminum to get the durability up. But I might just throw it in the enhanced machine to get the durability up, because I kind of use the fuel cells as shock absorbers, and with 3 fuel cells on there, it'll literally last forever. It'll blow up from lack of durability before you ever use this fuel. So durability is the main thing with it, but I really do like how fast and maneuverable it is. It jumps very well. It's very stable. I got the center of gravity kind of far back on it, and it when it jumps, it kind of the back dips down, and then with 3 wheels in the back, it those wheels, since each wheel has its own independent suspension, when back wheel lands, even when it's crooked, they kind of grab the ground and kind of settle the thing down back, really nice. So that vehicle right there is a very successful design. Like I said, the only problem I'm having with it is just the durability. And then I went back in and I recycled my Grasshopper 2.0, and I turned it to a Grasshopper 2.0 Advanced. And same deal with it. I took the 4 Type 2 fuel cells off the bottom, which gave me 112,000 fuel, but weighed 1.6 tons. And I added a Type 4 fuel cell that I just bought outright from Geneb for 7,400 something meat, and I put it on there, and I had to recycle it a few times and move the fuel cell around to get it to where it would balance back out like the other one, which basically was all the way back. But it flies the same, and I was able to get it, since this fuel cell only weighs 0.6 tons, the overall design was a whole ton lighter. So instead of being like, I think it was 7.18 tons, and now it's like 6.78 tons. So it's a lot lighter, and it has actually more fuel. Mainly, only problem with it is like trips to the desert. If I get attacked by one of them big birds, the 2 guns on the side basically are draining the fuel tanks. And then if I get hit by that bird, the durability goes down, and I'm kind of limping home on low fuel and low durability. So, being able to get up to 168,000 fuel and actually be lighter is a benefit. And I'll probably do the same thing, throw that in the enhanced machine, get some more durability. A lot of the NPCs during the battles were punching, so I decided to give everybody guns, and it may be one of the worst decisions ever, because I gave, let's see, it's in my machine, it's in my enhanced machine right now. I put it in my inventory first. I gave one of my girls one of these guns, and they're not smart enough to charge their own batteries, so you have to go in and check them out every couple minutes or every couple of days and check to make sure they don't use the batteries. I gave her one of these. It's a pretty nice gun. I think the let's see, the specs on it. Let's see. With it fully enhanced, it gives her an attack of 782. So she's pretty devastating with that gun. This one I've only enhanced once, and it's not really up there yet. It's in my hands, so I can't get it out. I think the base on it was like 380 something, and after one enhance, it's up to 574. So it's going to be over 600 when I enhance it twice. And then I worked on the penthouse a little bit, not too much, not as much. I spent most of the weekend in the crater, and I did spend a little time widening that tunnel just to come to no end. I gave, let's see if I can find out, Arturo and Chin, I gave them another one of my custom rifles, the quad barrel Elysium rifle, and I gave some of the NPCs like Vera and Mordic, and some of them some of my custom pistols, like in the gun tutorial. I don't even know where they at. I think they didn't get out of bed today. And you have to give everybody bullets. I don't know what Adis is doing up here working, but Blau's up here working today too. Nobody's in their proper position. I find that in the middle of the night, though, everybody will be sleeping, and they'll just wake up for no reason and start shooting through the walls. And I mean, that gun, just the fire rate on that gun is just so ridiculous that everybody's just wasting bullets left and right. Everybody's just acting like idiots, just shooting everything. It doesn't really seem very beneficial. None of the bullets are, I mean, it's just creatures outside the force field, and everybody's just shooting at it like crazy people. I think everybody fell through the freaking floor. Let me go free mode and see if everybody, yep, everybody's under the floor. That's great. Okay. Yeah, I gave everybody just a gun, just so they, like Vera and Mort probably won't need it, but if they're in the farm and something comes and attacks them, I want them to be able to protect themselves. And, you know, Toro has another one of those, but like I said, they wake up in the middle of the night for no friggin' reason, and just shoot at the wall, and then they'll just go right back to bed. They'll waste like 100 bullets and then go back to bed, and then they'll get back up a few minutes later and shoot some more and then go back to bed. So I don't know if it's just the engine, just the AI just is getting kind of crazy. Because like I said, people are falling through floors and all kinds of stuff.